Doc, over here. Your stars tonight, Blake and Chris, offensively were pretty terrific. DeAndre defensively, is that what you're going to need for them in the postseason to step up at that kind of level?
Well, not every night. I'll take it. Dan, this is a team, and some nights they'll play great, and on nights they don't. You just hope someone else does for you. So they had it going. We saw that, and we kind of rode it.
Doc, you talked about the play Matt Barnes had with Baines, how they struggled for the ball, somehow he's able to kind of out-wrestle and what that did to spark the team.
Well, I just thought it was two guys. I think we should give Baines credit, too. I mean, it was two guys that, I don't know, maybe they thought it was a fumble, and if you kept the ball, you got possession. I didn't know what was going on there, but I liked them both. I don't think neither one of them was dirty. They just held on to the ball, and neither one wanted to let go. They were having a man contest, there, and I thought it was pretty interesting. But it was nice, I thought any of those plays when you're at home gets the crowd into the game and the energy, it gives you energy.
You still get in all of Blake's dunks?
No, I miss half of them. I mean, once you see them drive, I'm already looking down to see who's getting back on defense half the time. So, but he had some terrific plays today. I thought he felt in the first half he got to the basket and missed some shots that he could make. And, I thought the adjustments in the second half, he went straight line. He wasn't trying to use the glass. He was just attacking.
Doc, wow, that's loud.
Or you're loud.
I'm telling you. Doc, how did you like the way you guys responded? You guys had an 18-point lead, 17-point lead. They got it down to 9. And you guys come out of a timeout and a 7-0 run.
That's going to happen throughout the series. You have two very good offensive teams, and there is no lead safe with either team. And that's how, one of the things we talked about coming in this series, but we're going to have great resolve. They're going to make plays. They're going to make runs. They're going to make shots. They're going to go in stretches where the ball is moving and they have you spinning around. And you just have to take the ball out and run it back and see if you can score back.
Yeah, Doc, I thought tonight's Clipper crowd may have been the loudest I've ever heard here. Can you talk about that?
You're including
All the year,
you mean even
last year.
Everybody or just our team?
Oh,
I'm just joking.
That's so cool.
No. It was awesome. I agree. I thought it was better than the Golden State game last year. So they had energy, and they had energy throughout. It's amazing, and you know this. You've been around longer than me. That your team needs energy sometimes from your crowd, and I thought they did that for us tonight.
Dave, did Chris just seem to have that kind of look of determination, like he was just going to play this game the way?
I don't know. He was making shots. He put a lot of pressure on the defense, and what makes Chris and Parker both so good is if you try to take away their shots, then they beat you with the pass. If you try to take away the passes, they can beat you with the shot. That's what makes them both very good players. They're great players.
Fred,
Hey, Doc, could you talk about the defense tonight? Because just watching it seemed the rotation worked well. Guys were moving, and although they had a bad night shooting, I think a lot of it has to be attributed to the fact that the Clippers played good defense.
We really did. We had a good defensive night, but we had a lot of mistakes, and with a good defensive night, because they missed some shots, and some of those shots should have been defended. So I can't wait, actually, Fred, to watch the film to see it, and then I can't wait for us to see our film, because my belief is we won the night because we just had more energy. For us to win on Wednesday night, we're going to have to play better, and we're going to have to execute better defensively.
Doc, much of the talk was about you guys facing the defending champs. So what do you say about what you learned about your club tonight?
I don't know if I learned anything. I mean, they're still the defending champs, and they're going to be defending champs every night, So we have a lot of confidence in our team, and, but you just have to stay humble and respect who you're playing. They're a heck of a basketball team, and we won one game.
Doc, you kind of touched on it about defensively on Wednesday, but playoff series are about adjustments. What adjustments do you need to make now to do this 3 more times?
I'll let you know. I mean, I know some. I don't know if we have to make adjustments. We have to do a better job of what we were supposed to do. We got away with stuff, and I didn't like visually seeing that. So we'll see that. We'll have to fix it.
Doc, you started the second quarter with a 5-man bench unit.
Yeah.
It didn't fare particularly well. Was that partially because of the foul trouble, or were you just seeing if that?
Well,
group could
foul
do
trouble,
something?
we had a lead, you know, and honestly, they didn't get stops, really, what hurt them. They actually, the one stretch, the 2 minutes before, because they were in before, they actually extended the lead, and then they lost it all in that one stretch. And I thought that was more confidence than who they are. You know, I thought when they made a couple shots, we stopped playing at pace offensively. So that's something I think they will see as a group and be able to fix.
Doc, I know that Matt's play, I thought, for the jump ball sparked you guys. I also thought Jamal played very well and provided a huge spark. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, that was huge for us because, you know, with the second unit, you know, we need him. We need him to score, and I thought he put a lot of pressure on their defense. He made shots for us. I thought there was a lot of little moments in the game for us like that. Matt's play, I thought, you know, Jamal's making shots in that stretch right before the end of the halftime. I thought Austin and Baby, and you know, CP gets a foul, and we have to sit him for the last 4 minutes of the second quarter. That could have gone bad for us, and we actually extended the lead. So, you know, that's the point I make. Like, you know, the whole bench may not play a ton of minutes, but they're going to have their little parts in this series and in every series we play. And tonight, I thought overall we did okay.
Doc, weren't you able to kind of get away with a lot of those defensive mistakes because DeAndre Jordan cleaned up so many of them?
He did early. I mean, he had a stretch that it was just DJ being DJ. I don't know what you call it. You don't see it very often because he changed shots. He was fantastic. And, you know, he even got out to a three and challenged the shot today. So he's just so gifted athletically. But I hate almost saying that because he's so smart defensively, and I think that's what people miss.
Dan? Sorry.
Sleep over there, Dan?
In the first half, you had foul trouble with DeAndre and Chris.
Yeah.
Independent of the bench as a whole, but Baby came in and gave you guys good minutes, and then it seemed like Austin, despite that one possession offensively, gave you guys good defensive minutes.
Yes.
Is that what you kind of talk about when guys are going to have to step
Yeah,
up?
they're going to have to play. I mean, that stretch with 4 minutes left, you know, more defensively, it showed us a little bit because I don't know if we've had Austin on Parker at all this year, and he did a terrific job. So that helps us know that we can use that. I know Chris was excited about that, as we said at halftime, you know, that you can use that and give him rest more at certain spots. So, you know, that's what the bench does. They're not going to play their normal 20 minutes or 16 minutes, but they're going to play 3 minutes at stretches, one guy, and you hope he can make a difference.
Last question here.
Doc, in the second quarter, Pack a DJ was enforced.
Yeah.
How important is it for your team collectively to stay together through that, knowing that
They're
it's going to
good.
slow down? And
They're good. We've seen it all year. You know, I swear, like, I act like it's not even happening half the time, even though I darn know it's happening. They've been pretty good at it. They don't worry about it for the most part. You know, DJ is starting to split them, which is huge for us. You know, in that stretch, we split them, and then we got stops. So we actually started extending it, which was great. So, you know, the one thing about the hack of Jordan, or whatever you want to call it, I think it still should be called hack of Shaq, just to give him his due, is it does allow you to set your defense. You know, that's the one, it slows the game down, not only for us, but for both teams. So that's if there is a benefit, which there isn't, that would be it. It's just so ugly to watch, I'm sure, for all of you guys. And so I'm so sure we have to change it. I was on the other side, the wrong side of that. I've said that, so I'm changing to the bright side. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Coach Paul.